Nah, you done stole some lighters before.
Nigga, you almost walked out with 2 of my lighters last time you was here.
This is a fact. Let's change the subject.
All
right. This is the Loud Opinions
The Loud Opinions
podcast, episode 3.
Let's
Tracy, fucking nigga, beat that number in the dice game. I ain't gonna lie. You throw the Tracy in the dice game, you be furious.
Nah, you be stressed out.
Oh, nah, the nigga who lose to the Tracy in the dice game. Nah, the nigga who lose to the deuce. Oh, God.
Nigga, if you can't be the deuce, get loose, yeah.
Man, your feelings is hurt when you lose to the deuce in the dice game.
Hurt.
I am Jae Millz.
I am Lenox Hughes.
Once again, this is the Loud Opinions podcast, episode 3.
Yes, sir.
I think we should name this episode "End of the World as We Know It." I think that should be the name of this episode. We don't really be having no names for this shit. We just be.
We'll figure it out after we.
Yeah, we go with the flow of however the mood of the moment
world,
that week. Yeah, what's going on in the world. So I feel like "End of the World as We Know It" is. It's a good title for this episode.
We'll see.
Yeah, man, how you feel about everything that's going on in the world right now? I mean, we've been talking about the coronavirus. We've been talking about. I don't want to get caught up on every week we just talk about the coronavirus type shit.
It's the reality of the situation. That's exactly what's going on in the world right now. Everybody could, you know what I'm saying, relate to that. People got family members still, you know what I'm saying, getting caught up in that shit. But, you know, I'm still sending praise out to everybody.
What type of nigga is you, bro? Like, you giving me, like, a trick lighter or some shit like this? Like,
it only worked for me.
I'll take this shit, man. Stupid ass fucking lighter.
It only works for the owner.
Nah, I'm lying. I need it back now because my shit is like...
Look, boom, look.
Yeah,
see that?
Shit.
Boom. No problems.
Man, fuck your lighter. I feel like everything is changing, man. Like, all jokes aside, though, I just feel like the world is changing. I feel like it's changing right in front of our eyes.
As the day go.
I know I keep saying the end of the world as we know it. Like, I know I was joking, like, before we started the podcast, like, singing the song and shit. End of the world as we know it. Like, all that shit. But it is, bro.
It really is.
Like, how I was saying, our parents grew up in the 60s. And then, 70s, the 70s. And then, majority of us is 80s babies and shit like that. And then, our parents grew up with CBS, Fox, NBC, ABC, shit like that.
Channel 11.
Channel 11, yeah. We grew up with HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, BET, MTV. We was a part of that
VH1,
era.
Right.
We was a part of the Big Tigger basement era. You know what I'm saying? Yo MTV raps like when we was kids and shit. But now my kids, like, my daughter sits on YouTube all day. She watch other kids open toys. Like, she watch how to draw this character, how to draw that character. My little man, he's on Xbox One
heavy
all day. Like, I got to go in there and make sure he breathing. Like, headset on, bro. I'm like, bro, you're lagging, bro.
He's got the weak internet.
He be in there, but when I was like his age, I couldn't just play the game with kids and
no, we was straight playing. Your man got to come over to the crib in order for you to play, like, you know what I'm saying, against somebody else.
So when I say the end of the world as we know it, it's like this is about to be some different shit. Like, people don't care what comes on TV at 8 o'clock on this night, that night. Don't get it fucked up. I'm still tuning in to Ratchet Monday. I'm still here.
Oh, yeah, you be on it.
Yeah, I'm still here for Ratchet Monday. I'm still here. You know what? Thursday done kind of crept in and got a little ratchet on me, too. They do like the Waka and Tammy.
See, you getting caught up. You ready for
Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Stars?
The Styles P. Now, you got to watch Styles P, CeeLo and all them niggas. You got to watch that shit. You have to.
Yo, CeeLo wife. They was having an argument, right? CeeLo wife was like, before they go to bed, she was like, yeah, but what did I do? I don't understand what I did. He was like, yeah, but you just going off from the plan. That's not what we planned to come in and do. Like, now you want to get out there and just say what you want to say? She was like, all right.
That nigga was hot.
She was like, all right, I love you. Good night. That nigga was laying there with his arms folded. She said, you're not going to say I love you? He said, I ain't got to, just because you say I love you don't mean I got to say I love you back to you.
He was hot. That nigga was hot. That's when you know your nigga hot. He don't tell you he love you back.
Oh, my God,
nigga, mind start brewing and all that.
Yo, Oh, man.
All bad.
But yeah, man, definitely the end of the world as we know it. Everything is changing. I'm watching niggas play NBA 2K on ESPN. It's like, fam.
This is where we're at in the world.
They pay y'all millions to play. They pay y'all millions to go on the court and play for
basketball,
us. Yeah. Nigga, you playing the video game that I was just playing? Like, I just scored 103 with my creative player. Like, my minutes, I'm playing 12-minute quarters. I'm breaking all the records, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? And y'all niggas is... They had a horse competition the other day. Oh, my God, horse.
That shit getting nasty, man.
Watching niggas just do over the backboard layups in their backyard and then nothing. I can't do that shit you doing, Zach LaVine. Fuck out of here. Can't do that shit. Crazy.
Oh, man.
I see you you diced up.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my nigga Gonzo, man. Definitely got me a fresh cut over the weekend.
Diced up.
You know what I'm
Still
saying?
taking them chances.
Yeah.
Me on the other hand.
I got it, yeah.
Me on the other hand.
Once a month. I used to be a 2-week, every week nigga. Now I got to be a once a month nigga. It really hurt my feelings.
I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to tell y'all what the quarantine has done to my whole grooming situation.
Talk to me.
I got some fire Norelcos in the crib, right? So when things get critical, right, I hit the sideburn up like, Then I hit
it close.
Goatee up. You hit the sides, the edges for pause. You know what? Forget this whole conversation. Make a long story short, I'm doing my own goatee and my sideburns right now. If I take the cap off, it's a little spooky.
My nigga got the baby fro.
Yeah, shit is a little spooky. Like, shit is like I put the do-rag on.
Another week, I was going to have the braids, my nigga.
If I put the do-rag on, I got the cool it now. I got the Ralph Tresvant shit, like the little shag shit flip up in the back.
I'm done. I'm done with that whole conversation.
Shit flip up in the back. Yo, man, I want to talk about this is some serious shit right here. I don't know how many people listening, because I think from that we got to start speaking to our listeners.
Yeah,
like they listening every week. You know, you might have some people that stumble across it, like, oh, I didn't know these niggas had a podcast, and now they going back. I mean, you ain't got that many episodes to go back and like check out. We only on 3, so you know, go check them out. But to all of the people like songwriters, producers, and stuff like that who get like publishing checks, royalties, shit like that, I got an email from ASCAP, and they was saying some shit like they about to I guess like if you don't have direct deposit, right? Like it's a dub for your royalties, your publishing and shit with the whole COVID-19 thing.
Damn.
Like they not sending out the checks.
This shit going too far, man.
I said, wow, they not sending out the checks. That's going
to fuck up the game.
Yeah, it's definitely it's not something that was like the biggest thing, but it was definitely something that, you know, I definitely want to talk about, because it's like I was talking about with the engineers. A lot of engineers love what they do. A lot of rappers love what they do, but they don't got studios at their crib. They don't got a MacBook with all these plugins and Pro Tools and shit. So they only get that when they go to work. Now they not going to work. And if you like, if you not a rapper that been on any sort of big records or been a part of any big records, wrote some shit, anything like that, you ain't really getting no checks right now.
No bag.
Like if you a DJ, like I know that shit be cool when rappers give you a plaque. You know what I'm saying? They give you a plaque to throw up on your wall at your crib and all that shit. That's cool, but you don't get no publishing checks. You don't get no royalties. You ain't getting none of this shit. So
the plaque look good.
It's like, how is niggas surviving?
I don't know.
That shit is, I ain't gonna lie, that's why I say the end of the world as we know it, you're gonna be forced to do some different shit.
That
like,
you never thought you
my
would
nigga,
be doing.
I'm up here with a podcast.
Yeah.
I could have been did this. Like, we could have been did this. You could have been did this. This is shit that people told me to do years ago, but I feel like weed clear throat vibe right there. I feel like with the whole quarantine and coronavirus shit, it's gonna force us to do different shit. It's gonna force us to open our minds up and see what else we want to do, what else we might be willing to take a chance, because all this shit is just taking chances. That's all. We could do this podcast. This shit cool. It's fun. You know, it's therapy for me and you. We both just chopping it up. We're going to do this anyway. But we could just be like, fuck it. This shit ain't work. Go do something else.
Right.
But at least you did it. it's a lot of people that want to do
Gotta
certain
try
things.
shit first.
Yeah, man. Niggas don't be wanting to try shit. Niggas just be wanting to do what they used to doing, you know?
I never in a million years thought I'll be having a podcast. My nigga introduced it, you know what I'm saying? My nigga introduced the idea. I'm like, we do this shit off camera anyway.
All the time, man. All the time. I pull up at my boy
time.
crib. He pull up at my crib. So we gonna chop it up either way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
now we just got some cameras, some lights in front of us, and a mic and all that.
that's
and
it,
the world
man. That's it, man.
It's all good.
Yo, let's Preem. I know this was like a last week battle.
Oh yeah,
we are gonna get into Teddy Riley.
But wait.
Babyface.
We're gonna get into that. Let's go back to Preem and RZA.
All right. Preem and RZA, right? That was a very entertaining battle.
I love that shit.
Shout out to DJ Premier.
For the culture.
Yes, shout out to DJ Premier. Shout out to the RZA. Shout out to Parks from the Joe Budden podcast. He saved the day because he was looking bad for RZA at one time.
Man.
Premier shit was sounding like I was in the
studio, right?
Premier.
Right. Now, whoever had his shit had it hooked up, right?
RZA was like bong bong, you know what I'm saying? Bong, 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 you know what I'm saying? He had the fucking the karate shit, the little anime shit playing on the screen.
That's RZA though. He gonna give you that whole shit. Nah, but that was a dope ass fucking.
Oh, that was great. Man. That was great. It was dope because it was a few times I seen RZA get stunned by something that he played.
Right.
Then it was a few times I seen Preem get stunned. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, that was dope. And they played a lot of shit that just took me back. It was like, damn, I remember listening to that on my way to school.
Exactly.
I remember writing a freestyle to that verse. I remember
Preem shit.
I remember the purple tape. I remember when Nas said through the lights, cameras, and action, glamour, glitter, and gold out on verbal intercourse. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I remember
that was a fire
represent. Like I remember Wu Gambino's. Like I was sitting there like I was forgetting. You know what I'm saying? RZA started off, MCs came. It's like, ooh, he went jizza.
No, yeah.
That was a great battle. That was
phenomenal.
Shout out to the RZA. Yes. Shout out to DJ Premier. Man. Shout out to Swiss Beats and Timbaland for keeping us
putting
entertained.
This whole shit together, man.
Yeah, they keeping us well entertained with the whole verse.
Since we talking about
shit.
this, who would you want to see next on the hip hop side?
Hip hop side. I heard somebody talking about this the other day, and I know they already did a project together, but I would want to see Kiss and Fab.
You know, I didn't even think about that.
I would want to see.
I didn't
Kiss
even go
Fab.
that far. I didn't even think about
it's
that.
It's a
I
want to
see Diddy.
Lot.
Dre might go. That might be fire.
Nah, anybody that steps in that arena with Diddy,
you have
or
to
Dre
be ready.
Is gonna be off the. I feel like it's the same thing with Tim. Like, yo, damn, who was I just telling this to? I can't. Anyway, Swiss and Timbaland. Both incredible, both legendary. Like Swiss is fucking legendary, iconic. Timbaland, the same thing.
Yes, nothing less.
But I feel like Timbaland showed a different range when he battled Swiss.
Only because like Timbaland could really like step out of a box and get in tune and go crazy. Not saying Swiss can't, but Swiss is like if I was doing an album tomorrow, like I'm calling Swiss immediately. Listen, yo. I need some heat rock.
And maybe that may be because we from New York, so it's a certain sound. It's a certain sound.
We biased to Swiss shit. Yeah. We grew up on Swiss. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like, for instance, we talking about bias. And this brings me to this next topic. I was biased with Teddy. I'm biased with Teddy Riley, my nigga.
Just was talking about
this is St. Nick Projects. This is Harlem. This is Uptown. This is New Jack Swing.
You know.
This is Teddy fucking Riley. I'm
we like this.
I'm here.
Waiting for Teddy, nigga. What's up?
Oh man, Teddy. The memes, man. With the one with the hands on the hips like that.
With the hat.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh my God. Shout out to Spice Adams. Spice Adams had a funny ass fucking
him and
funny ass fucking
Instagram
had some
fire shit too.
Oh, him and his girl.
Yes. Them niggas was fast. They didn't waste no time. As soon as that battle was over, them niggas put up them skits.
Nah, Breon in the back with the bucket. Shout out to Breon. Anybody who knows Breon knows he's not just like no clown ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Not.
Like, So we
and
make
half of them people probably don't even know who he
yeah,
is. Like,
and he can probably make a lot of shit happen for a lot of you artists that's posting these memes and shit. But it was just crazy to see that because it's like the echo was off. He was like, I was like, oh shit. But he was so off. It was so crazy.
I wanted to know what he was listening to.
Nah, Teddy had the keyboard. He was like, groove me, baby, tonight. He had a DJ. God. He had a DJ to the right, a hype man to the left.
It was the echo on the mic that did it for me though. Like, what was that about?
Yo, they didn't hear that. And the crazy Babyface just sitting there like with a little
Smooth.
AirPod, like
yeah,
velvet
Teddy.
jacket on. Like,
Yeah,
I understand.
Teddy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to play something like this. I said, Babyface did Don't Be Cruel. I thought Teddy had the Bobby hits because he did My Prerogative. Babyface did Don't Be Cruel. I Want to Rock With You. He did the Ghostbuster joint.
Yes.
I was like, oh shit, man. So then this is
today.
That
was yesterday.
That was the weekend.
Yeah, the Sunday.
Because Teddy died twice in 72 hours. I
Technical
love Teddy Riley.
difficulties to the
I'm
max.
100% Harlem Teddy Riley.
But we all know Harlem niggas do way too much sometimes.
Yeah,
but it's
listen,
all right.
Fam, I'm the king of doing too much.
Niggas said Teddy did a Mason and ran up out of here like a Harlem nigga. I ain't say that though.
Yo, you got this shit. Shout out to Mace too, man. Like,
nah, Mace, you about nigga, man. I can't.
Shout out to Mace, man. But
right,
some shit Mace had posted. I don't even want to go back into it, but I don't want to go back into it. But just shout out to Mace.
Yes,
man.
shout out. We gonna bring
that
up.
If you're looking or you're listening, shout out to Mace, man.
You the OG, my nigga. You and Killer.
We still got to chop it up. We still got to talk.
Yes.
But shout out to Mace though, man.
Back to Teddy and Babyface though.
Oh man.
Part 2 today.
So look, so then your man Babyface. This is what Babyface messed me up. This is why I could tell he went back to the drawing board after the original joint, right?
You think he didn't?
He played 2 occasions first over the weekend. Today, he played it like 10th.
10th, yeah.
Then he got into like his Tony Braxton bag. Then he bought the guitar. I said, this is bad. This is not a good one. He's playing live shit.
He said, oh, Teddy, I thought you were going to bring your instruments.
Yo, Babyface is a petty guy, man. Babyface is a petty guy.
You see that shit?
Teddy Riley played Janet Jackson, I Get So Lonely.
The remix.
So Babyface said, he said, I didn't know. Teddy was like, oh, that's the remix. Babyface said, oh, I don't do remixes.
Yeah, he said,
I'll get into this.
He said, let's go back to the bedroom.
I said, did this nigga say I don't do and then played TLC Red Light Special. I said,
come on. Different type of nigga.
You gotta pack this shit
Different type of nigga, man.
I love Teddy. That was a great battle. Teddy Riley and Babyface was a great battle. Even though
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, all the technical difficulties was crazy.
He had some minor ones today, but I'm gonna let him get past that. It's okay.
And how it ended. Hold up.
That was trash.
Teddy just disappeared. I thought he was going to the bathroom or fixing something, and then I just saw Babyface on the screen dolo. And then Babyface took the guitar and just started playing shit.
But did you go to Teddy live? He was dolo live too in the studio playing shit. I'm like, so this is what we're doing here? Like, okay, like, nigga, I can't be on 2 lives at one time, so it's like, all right, fuck off with this shit. Like, I'm out of here.
Yo, that was for the culture.
But as us having our opinions, I'm going with Babyface. I'm sorry. Ted, listen, I'm a Harlem nigga, man. I love you, my nigga, but Babyface was smooth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of Wi-Fi he had. That shit was phenomenal.
Shit was immaculate. That nigga
Babyface shit that lagged not one
somebody said Teddy Riley should have went to Babyface crib and played his songs there. And just turn your camera that way.
You see what I'm talking about?
And turn your camera this way. We just gonna be in the same room, but fuck it. Cause that's the only way you gonna get the same shit. This shit is spooky, man.
Nah, but the energy would be different if 2 niggas in the room though. Going back and forth with the songs.
Fuck yeah.
Energy gonna be on a million. Niggas gonna be talking shit, popping shit. God,
man.
Ooh.
It's a few more battles I wanna see. But I think the Teddy Riley Babyface shit is definitely gonna open more, because I seen like CNN was reporting on it. Like it's the same thing with D Nice when he did the quarantine, the club quarantine shit, and everybody was went crazy.
Like 3
same thing
million
when
people
Tory Lanez did it. It went crazy.
Quarantine radio.
I saw I saw a clip of Big Fendi podcast. He was interviewing Nicki. I said, that's dope.
Word?
That's dope.
I see. I gotta check
You
that
know
out.
what? Fendi ain't no dumb nigga. Shout out to Fendi. Fendi.
No, he know how to get it back.
He far from a dumb nigga. Like,
right.
So I'm pretty sure he was looking at that Instagram live shit like, hold up. If I could get this shit booming like this, I'm like, this ain't no different than the come up DVD.
Right,
I just got to figure out a new. And it's not
He
like he can't get
it.
people to sit down and talk
Who's
to him and do an
not
interview.
coming to check Fendi?
Same people. He used to have everybody on the come up DVD. For all of y'all who don't know, Fendi is the dude who used to do the come up DVD. You might see him running around with Fab a lot. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of niggas who got big names today,
you know what I'm saying? He
started on the come up DVD.
You know what I'm saying? I had first met him when he was, well, not running around with Gravy. Gravy was kind of like, they was like running together. Like he was like managing him or, you know, whatever it was. And I just thought he was a dude that just be with Gravy or manage Gravy. But I didn't know he was like back in the streets. Mike Tyson shit, Biggie shit. Like I was about.
Was in tune.
So he got his connections, but he definitely used to pull up on me in Harlem, cocaine. I mean, not cocaine. That's French Montana. Shout out to my man French. Come up DVD. He definitely used to pull up on me and, talk your shit, do a little video, say a verse and all that. So seeing him venture off into like the podcast shit, sitting down, doing an interview, chopping it up with somebody.
Ain't nothing different.
He could interview about 50 people right now off the rip and have a
Niggas
good
is pulling
conversation
up.
with. So that shit is dope. That shit is dope. Keep it in Brooklyn while we in Brooklyn.
Shout out to Brooklyn, man.
Shout out to
I
Brooklyn.
fuck with Brooklyn.
Shout out to Brooklyn. Y'all used to always get caught up with Brooklyn chicks, yo. It was when I had a car though. Like by the time I got a car is when I used to get caught up with Brooklyn chicks. When I was like a train nigga, like maneuvering on the train, I was Wash Heights.
Yeah.
Go up to the Bronx, 4, 5,
Bronx,
6 lines.
The Bronx, I had my days in the Bronx.
Yeah, I used to be wild in the Bronx. I used to be wild in the Bronx. Bronx is nasty.
Yes, disgusting.
We got to get another lighter too, man. We got to get some loud opinions,
Oh yeah,
lighters.
we need to order them shits, man.
Coffee mugs and stickers and
We out here
ashtrays.
red cup boys like we running with Kevin Hart and them niggas. No, nigga. Wild red cups every week, nigga.
Nah, but while we in Brooklyn, let's keep it in Brooklyn real quick. You watched the Stephon Marbury documentary, Kid from Coney Island?
Come on. I could pull it up on TV right now, my nigga.
Yeah. Shout out to Stephon Marbury. Shout out to whoever was the brains behind that whole
shit.
documentary.
That shit was motivational, my nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you don't ever. That nigga had his back against the wall so many times. He kept pushing. Ended up fucking overseas in China.
But he
winning
killing
chips
though.
and all that.
He got a
museum.
He got a fucking statue in China.
Yes.
This nigga is from Coney Island. He's from the P's. He got a statue.
A statue and a museum in China.
It was a great documentary. One for me, see, I've been outside for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I remember like Stephon Marbury, my man Ajax brother, Shamgar. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
God bless the dead, Ali Mo. You know what I'm saying? My boy GY, his brother Gary Saunders. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these people, like I remember watching them on ESPN. I remember watching G-Dog as Gary. I remember watching Gary Saunders and Steph for Georgia Tech. And Gary went to Villanova. And I remember watching Felipe Lopez and this one. You know what I'm saying?
Felipe Lopez was
even after
killing.
Stephon Marbury, like when Sebastian Telfair
Yes.
came in, Omar Cook. And
Nigga, I used to go watch Sebastian in high school, my nigga. On God, I did. I went to more than a few of his
It was
games.
a lot of niggas killing back then. But I remember Steph was it. He was like the one you would see in local basketball tournaments in the hood. You see him at the Rucker, you see him here, but you would still see him.
Talk about Steph. How you feel when he went to the Knicks, though? You got your Knicks shit on and all that.
Yeah.
You love the Knicks. All
All right, let's talk about this.
If anybody know who my nigga, you know he's an extreme Knicks fan, though.
Jae Millz am a diehard Knicks fan, right? When you a Knicks fan, the diehard fan, that shit hurt. It's like
yeah.
Because you gonna die hard as a Knicks fan, and you're not gonna win shit. Like,
all good.
It's all good, man. But
when Steph
came to the Knicks, I'm gonna be real with you. I was hyped because I thought we was gonna get the Steph from the Nets.
Right.
Because when Steph was on the Nets, I think Stephon
right.
Marbury on the Nets was probably the best Stephon Marbury. I mean, I could probably be wrong. I don't really know how busy he got in Phoenix. I used to like him on the Knicks, but I feel like every time the Knicks get a star player like somebody like Steph or Melo or Hamari or Porzingis, you know what I'm saying? Larry Johnson. And you could name all of these people the Knicks get. It's never like they get them no help.
Right.
They get them midway through they glory years, and they try to just throw them with.
Niggas might leave the next year and go get the chip somewhere else. That should be crazy. You be like, damn, my nigga, you couldn't do that a year ago, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know, man. But the Stephon Marbury documentary is crazy. If you ain't seen it, check it out. It's called, I think, A Kid from Coney Island.
Yeah, I didn't know his brothers played ball too. Though. Like, I didn't know that.
I didn't know he had that many older brothers.
That's was like the baby. Like,
it's a real good documentary, man.
Real good though.
Make sure you go check that out. Speaking of documentaries, basketball, fucking The Last Dance.
Oh my God,
come on, man.
Listen,
come on, man. A lot of niggas ain't really see Mike in action. So for me, it's dope to see like, damn, I remember this. I remember when he beat. I was like little. I was a little kid, but I remember when he beat Magic because my uncle. My grandmom's had 11 kids, so it's
so.
I got a lot of uncles, a lot of aunts, you know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was young, one of my uncles was a Jordan fanatic. One was a Magic Johnson fanatic.
Oh, God. So that game?
That series.
Right.
I remember that series. I remember, like, Boston and the Pistons. They was the thing. Larry Bird and Magic. That was when I was a kid. That's, like, my first memories as, like, a little kid.
Yeah.
But I remember when Jordan won. And I could stand up and say this. I never liked Jordan in the finals. Like when he played Magic Johnson, see, I like for the underdogs. I like for the underdogs to win. So when Jordan beat Magic, I wanted him to win.
Right.
I did not want Jordan to beat the Blazers. I wanted Barkley to beat Jordan. I wanted Sean Kemp to beat Jordan. I hated Karl Malone. But I wanted Karl Malone to beat Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like I don't like Jordan. It was like, first of all, I'm a Knicks fan.
Right.
So if anybody gonna come from the East, I want it to be the Knicks.
Right.
We can never get past Mike. So if you gonna knock us out, I want somebody to beat you.
Right.
It just never happened. It just never happened like that. Like Mike was. I know we in the LeBron era, and God bless the dead Kobe. And I always used to say this: if Kobe would have won those 2 rings that he lost to Detroit and Boston,
then
I would have said he's better than Michael Jordan.
And I totally agree with you, my brother.
Because I know what Michael Jordan career high was, and I know what Kobe Bryant career high was, and it was 2 different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the last Scottie Pippen, man, like,
ooh, that was massive.
Yo, Scottie was the second on the team in scoring, second on the team in minutes played. He was the first on the team in rebounds, assists, and steals. I don't know if he was the first in rebounds, but I know he was the first in steals and assists. The sixth highest paid player on the Bulls,
right,
and the 122nd highest player in the league.
Do the math. They was winning chips.
But you know what it was? Scottie did a long-term deal
for like 7 years, I think.
For like 7 years, for like 18 mil. Like that shit. And then what was fucked up is they wouldn't let him renegotiate. I ain't like that. I ain't like.
Yeah, they was fucking with Scottie.
Like, this is what it is, and it's like, fam, I don't won 5 championships, and y'all was talking about trading me.
Wait, Mike had like 33, 34 million. Scottie only got the 18 for the 7 years. That was bad.
Yeah, they was doing Scottie dirty. I ain't really know all of that shit with Jerry Krause. Jerry Krause was was he the manager or the owner? He wasn't the owner. I think Ryan's.
The other nigga was the owner.
He was the manager, but. Yeah. I don't know why he wanted to break the team up. That's what the whole Last Dance documentary is about. Bro. Like, basically, the manager had told Phil Jackson the year that they was going for the 6th championship. Jerry Krause,
that was the last one, right?
He told Phil Jackson, "You could go 82-0 this season, and I'm not bringing you back."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Phil had told Jordan and Pippen and the whole team, "This gonna be the last dance. This is the last year. They not bringing me back." And Mike was like, I ain't playing for nobody else. Like, fuck that. See, that's how it all just came together. That's why it was so intense. But it's like, it's like, damn, man, they had Jordan, Pippen, Ron Harper, Tony
The
Kukoc, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr. But Jordan was the driving force. Like, to see, like, to go back into his mentality and get the chance to see, like, the practices. And
you know who else I liked on the Bulls? That when they was running that year? They had Rodman. That nigga was, like, leading, fucking rebounding and all that. He played a big role, too. Yeah. The niggas don't get, like, to give him his flowers, but that nigga played a big fucking role.
And to think Rodman came from, I mean, he came from San Antonio, but he was a part of their biggest rivalry. Like, he was a bad boy. He was a Piston. He was from the Detroit Pistons. Right. Like, that was like, they had the Jordan rules. You're going to see that the next episode. Like, they had the Jordan rules. Like, if he come down here and he take off, put him on the floor.
Cool, yep. You like, seen that shit? They showed this little clip. I was like,
Jordan had I remember, like, Jordan couldn't get past. You know what it reminded me of? Jordan with the Detroit Pistons, it kind of reminded me of LeBron with the Boston Celtics Pistons. Like, when he was on Cleveland, he just could not get past them. I remember, like, Boston Celtics thought they was the nicest in the world because this one 24, 25-year-old kid couldn't beat them with Ilgauskas and Eric Snow and Donyell Marshall. Right. And it was like Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce,
all these niggas.
The moment he went to the fucking Miami Heat,
nigga,
even Ray Allen said, "Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna head out."
Ray said,
Ray said, "I think I'm gonna head out, man.
Yeah, man. It's all good." Fucking LeBron, man.
Yo, I was talking to you about this the other day, and I said I was gonna bring it up on the podcast too.
Okay.
I had posted, I forgot what I posted the other day. It was some funny shit. It wasn't like nothing about music or like, it wasn't nothing.
Right.
It was just some funny shit, probably like a meme or something like that. And I saw this girl like it. Oh no, I don't know if she liked it or she left a comment. No, she didn't leave a comment. She liked it on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, oh shit, I ain't say I post nothing in a minute. So I clicked on shit, boom, go to that page. So the last picture is like, it looked like I seen this a while ago. Like, just, people repost shit and all that. So
not like a year-old picture and all that.
I clicked it. This shit said like November 2019 or something like that.
Come on, you can't do that. No picture.
So I'm like, you one of those? So you just...
It's a lot of them on the gram, man.
Let me be clear, right?
Where did you come from?
Ladies, if you ain't post a picture in over 2-3 months,
you shouldn't be on the gram,
but you still liking shit and you still like posting comments and shit like that, I'm gonna assume you're pregnant. That's just me. I'm gonna assume you're pregnant and you still just sitting back and you haven't decided whether you want to show the bump
what's
yet,
going to go, like, what you really about to do,
or you're healing from the chop suey.
Ooh,
you know, you got to rest up. You
only
gotta
time
get right.
will tell.
Yeah, you got to rest up. You got to get
right.
right.
But that's when they post a picture at the baby shower or the.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my child. Look at my child. Like, where you? But
nah, they don't do that. I'm gonna tell you what they do because the quarantine is bringing the real out. Since when all these chicks got kids,
bro? When all these niggas have kids, my nigga. Oh God, let's talk about it.
Yo. Niggas is dead to the beats. Yo,
niggas is dead to the beats. Like, oh, you only post like 1 or 2 kids, now you got 5. Like, oh, that's what we doing? Okay.
Man, you gotta be there for your kids, man. Kids don't.
Like you said, man, the world is changing and it's changing everything. It's time to be a fucking parent. Get your fucking life together, please.
Yo, speaking of getting your life together, right? I want to ask you this. This is some shit I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Do you feel when you're 19, you're grown, or do you feel like when you're 19, technically you're still a teenager?
Well, that is tricky because like at 19, it depends on where you at in life. Like if you're doing like adult things, manly things, then you might not look at yourself as a teenager. But if you are like living at home with mommy and shit, you know what I'm saying? You're not really providing for yourself. Yeah, you like a fucking teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the situation. Niggas could be 19 with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit, Lil Wayne was married with a kid at fucking 14, 15.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was just thinking about that shit because I was thinking about like when I was 19, like you do feel like, you know, I mean, maybe it's because I was hanging 19, around older.
Fucking, you outside, you know what I'm saying?
You hanging
so
around
like,
older niggas, you taking trips, you seeing shit. So you kind of like, maybe I grew up a little too fast. But, and technically,
it prepares you for the person you about to become into in your 20s.
Technically, you still a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still, not a kid. I don't want to say a kid.
Nigga,
I don't want to be
disrespectful. You can't even go to the bar and buy a drink.
You can't even get in the club to get a fucking
Let alone
drink.
get the drink. You can't
unless you got a fake ID. And that's crazy to be having a fake ID. You wild fly. You got the Balenciagas on. You got the Marys on.
Pull out the joint like.
Like, nigga be like, let me see. Nah, hold on. That's when the security guard do some whack shit like this. He hold the shit up to your face. Wild niggas probably like, yo, come on, yo.
You done seen it, my nigga.
Yo, can you move to the side or something like that? Nigga like, yo. He be like, nah, man, I can't let you in, bro.
Niggas
move to the side, move to the side.
Right.
Now, that's what gets you mad at the club. When niggas touch you, like, your
chest.
Don't
do not touch me, please. You ain't got to put your hands on me. Niggas be about 6'9".
Nah, niggas be like, nigga go like this and then just swipe you to the side. You be like, yo.
And you stumble, though. On God. It's like, what you gonna do about to fight this nigga? Like, come on.
This nigga like 6'9".
You be stressed.
Nigga named Bolo, son. Nigga wild, strong for no reason. Blood sport face. Yeah, man. Fucking,
Oh. I forgot.
What's up?
It's 420.
Well,
it's
420 now.
Right now, while we're shooting.
You know what? We just gonna this is just the 420
episode.
You know what I'm saying? We just gonna call this the 420 edition. It's 420 all week. You know what I'm saying? Technically, because this shit fell on a Monday, so it's like you could just smoke all
week.
You know, it's niggas who smoke weed love having an excuse for something. We don't need an excuse to keep smoking all week. Like
we smoke every day.
Shout out to all the stoners though. Shout out to everybody that smoked the good. I mean, if you smoke some bullshit, that's on you too. I remember days when I was smoking some bullshit, but I just rather not now.
They used to mix wild chocolate with the Arizona back in the day. You remember the beef and broccoli blunt?
And that wasn't even the beef. The beef and broccoli was the haze with the chocolate. But if
the haze of chocolate.
You can still say it's beef and broccoli because technically, nigga mix Ari, take wild seeds out, break the chocolate down, nigga, whole fingertips look crazy. You like, that shit hit though. You sit in the staircase, be like 7 niggas with 2 blunts. Niggas pass them shits all down. Said niggas go outside, that air hit you. You be like,
yeah, thank God.
Like, oh, who in the hell?
Yo, but how back in the day we used to really get dumb how for 2 blunts, 5, 7 niggas in the
because our tolerance was low.
Yeah.
Like, now, like this is the thing, like with the weed shit now. Like back then, when we was young, you know, and I started smoking late. I probably didn't start smoking until probably about 19.
No, see, I was
crazy.
13.
I started smoking. Yeah. You started smoking at 13?
At 13 years old, bro.
You was one of them niggas in school. I'd have been like, this nigga's a clown.
Oh, like, yeah, I used to be hot at me like, I used to look smoking my nigga like, nigga. That's
yo, I used to look at
same
niggas
now they smoke
niggas
like
that come back from lunch. Niggas that look crazy. I used to be.
Nigga, listen.
I was definitely snapping on niggas that come back from lunch high.
All the Spanish niggas was bringing all the sour, all the best haze. Nigga, me and my niggas, you get dumb high with the Spanish niggas at lunchtime. And go back to class like it was nothing.
Oh no. I didn't start smoking until I graduated out of high school. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. I started smoking because I couldn't get a job. Factual. I started smoking because I had a high school diploma. I didn't have no criminal record, and I couldn't get a job. Like I couldn't get a job at H&M, Banana Republic, the Gap.
It was curving me too.
Fucking the toy store,
Foot Locker, none of that.
None of that shit. I'm like, yo, I don't got a criminal record. I done cut my little Iverson braids off.
Trying to clean up and all that.
I done cut the zigzag braids out for this shit. I'm tucking in this shirt and these Eddie Bauer slacks and all that. Like, nah.
Hush puppies.
I'm not even doing hush puppies. I'm still trying to be fly. Let me tell you.
Let me
tell you what I was hitting.
The low cut chuckers.
Let me tell you what I was hitting niggas with on a job interview. Let me tell you what I was hitting niggas with. I used to go in there with the Lacoste shirt. Tucked in.
Wait, the golf or the button up?
Oh no, I was a little fat. I was a little fat boy at that time. So I mean, I'm still chunky, but I was a little fat nigga at that time. So I wasn't playing with the button up. Because the button up leave too much room for shit to just seep.
Right.
Looking crazy. So I had the golf shirt tucked in.
Yes.
Tucked in with the slacks.
Oh,
I don't even khakis, slacks, like whatever you want to call them, whatever. I had the khakis, the Lacoste shirt tucked in the khakis. Now I gotta give you the full thing. I had the orange Lacoste shirt. Golf shirt.
Why'd you go to orange, the brightest, for an interview?
It's my favorite color. I don't know what
I
the
feel
fuck
you,
I
but
was doing.
at an interview though,
full orange. I mean, you got flame. You got flame orange.
Nigga, that's why you get the job. Nigga go in there with the orange liqueur.
Yeah, they was like, yeah, this nigga's doing way too much. Harlem nigga, Teddy Riley
nigga,
shit.
yes.
I went in on some Teddy Riley shit.
Yes.
I had the orange Lacoste shirt on, tucked in the khakis with the two-tone Gore-Tex Vasquez. But people what I did. People what I did.
Stressed out.
Yo, you know how you wear them with jeans? You tuck the jeans.
You didn't cuff your khakis. You ain't cuff your khakis on top of the motherfucking the joints, the boots. You did not do that to the khakis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why he did not get the fucking job. He did 3 months. He walked in there, they told him walk his ass right back out. Please.
Yo. You know how niggas wear the fucking tuck the jean in the tongue or the sneaker or the boot?
Bro, you can't walk
I
in there
put
like that.
the, I
Them people
put the
office like that, bro.
I put the khaki.
You was ignorant, bro. Young Harlem
I put
ignorant
the
nigga, man.
khaki. I put the khaki over the whole boot. All you can see was the front.
Nigga. This nigga got me hot in here right now. Nigga, wild ignorant and people.
And then from that, oh shit, man. Oh, shout out to my niggas, man. From that, man, I was at my nigga Dre crib, man. Shout out to my nigga Dre, man. Most hated, half baked, man.
Yes, sir.
He used to live on the 6th floor, so we used to call his crib heaven. Oh, this shit got me crying right now. So we used to call his crib heaven, and he had no elevator in the building on Lenox, right there by the dirty kitchen.
Right.
So we had to walk up. So by the time we get up there, we got all the bags of chocolate. Hey, no, at this time, we taking cabs to like Dykeman and Vermilion.
Oh, niggas going.
We done got our life together. Whoever got a car, like niggas are chipping in for the gas.
But we going to get that weed from up there.
Yes, we are going to walk in the motherfucking basement and risk our freedom and our lives on a Friday night. Go to the bookings. You ain't seeing the judge till Monday. Niggas. We are risking it for this. I was in his crib, bro. I remember being like, man, let me see the blunt. I remember I'm just high up now. Now I'm just like, now this is a thing. Every other day, I'm going over there. We in heaven. You know, we're on the 6th floor, just getting high. And I remember at that time, when you were a little younger, you go to your people's crib, y'all smoking, y'all playing video games, y'all looking at shit. You might fall asleep on the floor, laying on the bed, on the edge. Yeah. Nigga don't wake you up. You just get up. When you get up, do the handshake that y'all got, call a cab, go home.
Call it a night.
Y'all woke up one morning. I'll never forget, bro. I woke up, my braids was frizzy. Shit was looking, I was just like, damn, like.
Hey, this ain't it.
Yeah, like, and I had some funny shit. Like, I grew like hair under here before I grew this.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
it was like the little dirty, nasty shit, right? I remember waking up, going in the bathroom, taking a leak, washing my hands. I looked in the mirror. It's like, you look crazy, my nigga. I went to Levels that day.
That same day.
I took them shits out, sitting, waiting for the barber to be like, you next. I took them shits out. I'm like, I am cutting this shit off. And it's crazy because after that, it was like, yo, I was like smoking like crazy. But I only started smoking, like real talk, I only started smoking weed because I could not find a job. And in my mind, it's like, well, fuck it. I knew at some point, you know, something ain't gonna shake, but I'm fresh out of high school, got a diploma, never been to jail, no criminal record, no none of that shit. And these niggas ain't hiring me to do stock.
Yeah, that was
like, you niggas ain't hiring me to put clothes on a fucking mannequin. Like,
it was not fucking young black
this
niggas.
is the shit that used to get me mad. I used to always get called back for the 2nd and the 3rd interview. So I gotta keep figuring out, like, all right, I'm gonna do the Lacoste to this one. I'm gonna do the naughty to this one. I'm gonna do the Nautica joint to this one. My nigga, I used to go to Jan's and get crazy
Every
with the
color
Lacoste
though.
shirts.
Every color. You
Turquoise.
every color, yeah.
Bucket hat, strap cap. Oh, man. I used to go crazy. One thing I didn't do was the Lacoste sneakers, though. You was a different type of nigga. If you
I never, ever.
You're a different
ever,
type.
Ever.
You're a nasty individual if you do the oops, I did it again for men. That's what those are. My dad saw a nigga with Skechers today getting in the bins. It's like, man, you got to pick your poison. He probably
had the skates on the bottom?
Nah, he ain't have those. He ain't had those. He ain't had a you don't have to call.
If he would have glided to the car, that would have been a little.
He ain't had it after tonight. Don't leave your girl around me.
Ooh, when he slid in the club. The nigga slid in the club in the middle of the party, had the skates on. Nobody else got skates on around him. He's the only one.
Oh man, shout out to Usher, man.
Yes.
That was incredible. Let me see a lighter again. See this? I'm next episode. I'm coming with a lighter, man. I'm coming with my own lighter.
Man, get your own shit, man.
Niggas gonna be like, yo, you ain't got gloves on. He passed you the lighter. Shut up, nigga. Made you a whole sandwich today at motherfucking Subway and ain't had no fucking gloves on.
In the back, you ain't even see. Thank you.
I think 2020 is a dub.
Literally.
Personally, I really think this.
Literally. We just gotta figure shit out.
And I mean that literally. Jeezy voice. This shit is a dub. This shit is a dub.
I ain't feeling the energy.
NBA is a dub. I don't think the NFL gonna get a chance to really get in their bag with it.
Nah, hell no.
It's a dub.
Hell no.
It's a dub. All the festivals, the concerts, the tours. Damn, that's crazy. I was hitting the blunt. I heard this shit going. Or maybe I'm just high. Like I might be high. Like
I think bitches might be still flying out though. I think they definitely taking that.
Flights are definitely cheap.
Yeah.
Flights are definitely cheap right now. You can get a.
But you're not doing this though in Costa Rica and all that. Like, oh, nigga over there calling the camera. You ain't putting a nigga in at one time.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been seeing some chicks posting pictures with niggas and putting the emoji with the
heart. Yeah.
Putting that over
that's the
their
new
face.
shit.
Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. See, I ain't even gonna lie. This is why I'm glad I'm not out here like just how I was. Because at one time, I was like 4808 Millsy in Miami on North Bay Shore was totally disrespectful. But these days, I'm a different person.
Yeah.
I have calmed down. Because it is a wild world out here, man.
And I ain't trying to get caught up in it.
It's a wild world out here, man. I don't knock it, but it's like, I'd be like, damn, man, the OnlyFans shit is taking over the world. First of all, this is like, all the creeps, I'm gonna put the creeps on to some real shit right now. If you're like thirsty for a chick, right? Because I'm not thirsty for none of these chicks, but I've been on Twitter for over a decade, so I've seen them all.
Be like that.
Twitter doesn't have no filter.
At all.
Like, I was on Twitter earlier today, and it was like, yo, this shit is like X videos. This shit is like Pornhub.
Yeah.
Like,
I done seen some things.
It ain't no 60-second time limit. Like, you could, this be got whole 3-minute clips. Like, go to my OnlyFans. Like, well, shit, you just showed me. You showed me wild shit just now on the Twitter timeline. I might just subscribe to your Twitter page for the free 99.
For the free.
Yeah, how you like that one?
Nah, the OnlyFans is nasty though.
Get your money though, man. OnlyFans,
definitely not
Cam
Get that
Soda. If you're getting flued out,
do what
whatever
you do.
Whatever you doing, as long as you being safe, man. Right. I'm gonna keep it real. That's that back to the end of the world as we know it. We're gonna close it out like that.
On that.
I just hope everybody out there being safe.
Yes.
Taking care of yourself. If you got kids, try to definitely take care of yourself. Be extra cautious, you know what I'm saying? Because kids, they don't understand. Like, my daughter just keep asking me, Daddy, can we go to the beach? It's like, hell no, we can't go to the beach. We can go take a ride to the beach and we can drive
past it.
With the, you know, and you could look at it. We could drive past 3 beaches and then wrap back around on the highway and we could come back home, but it ain't really that much more we could do.
Right.
She don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm barely going to the store.
I go to the dispensary.
Oh yeah,
and the gas station to get some roll-ups.
I'm taking chances.
And the supermarket.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it. I'm not doing nothing.
That's really it. That's really it, man. And I advise y'all to do the same. You know, it ain't like you gotta take your kids to school. It ain't like you gotta be out and doing this. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, whatever you gotta do, try to figure out a way to do it in the crib. Try to figure out a way to do it without being around so many other people. Like I get spooked. Like I get in the elevator and be scared to press the button. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I counting if I'm somewhere. Like how many?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that's why it's like it's the end of the world as we know it, man. Like we not used to this.
Who would have ever known?
Wearing masks and gloves all day.
Who would have ever thought this? We be wearing fucking masks and gloves and extra careful with everything. Like I've been carrying sanitizer with me. That's just me. I'm that type of nigga. Like I'm not about to eat with dirty hands and all that. Like
we got sanitizer
right here. Yeah,
right here.
So, but look at this shit. I ain't going nowhere without no mask, nigga.
It's just different, man. It's just
to the max.
It's like you driving in a car and you see people with masks on at the light with gloves.
Yeah, that
on.
I don't
like
understand.
They in their car with the windows
They don't trust
up.
themselves.
But people, all jokes aside, people dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the shit is serious.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't know, like, if they catch the coronavirus, if they gonna be able to fight it off. You don't know that shit.
Right.
You don't know if your immune system's strong enough to fight it off. So, but my thing, excuse me, pardon me. My thing is when we done quarantining and they open back up the gates, what's gonna happen when people get sick then?
Bro, listen, I'm not fucking with nothing for a minute. I don't care what they open back up.
2020 is a dub. It's the
Literally.
end of the world as we know it. The shit is all about to be different.
You heard it here first, man.
Everything is about to be different. I just hope people ready to adapt.
Yeah.
Because this shit is going to be real.
Continue to be safe. That's
2020 is the beginning of a decade, but it's also really the end of a era. It's the end of a lot of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the end of people watching TV the way they used to watch TV. Nah, they ain't subscribing to that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They on streaming networks and they just that's where they getting it from. People ain't really listening to the radio. I mean, of course you listen to the radio when you're in the car, but majority of the people
that's about it.
listening to Apple Music or Spotify when they jump in their car.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I just hope people ready to adapt, man, because it's the end of the world as we know it. Hey. I am Jae Millz.
I am Lenox Hughes.
And this is the Loud Opinions podcast, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you.
Have a good night.
Peace, fam.